Getting ready to get going here for game number 2. This is the number 1 team out of Arkansas, Bentonville. And, boy, they're looking good, no doubt about it. This is Parker Burford that will lead things off for West Monroe. West Monroe, the visiting team, we've got them backwards on there, so we'll just we'll make do with what we have. That one thrown in there for the strike. And we will get that up on there and turn things around for you. And we've got a surprise for you in this one. And we've brought in an expert color commentator. Can you hear okay?
Yeah, I can hear.
There you go. That's perfect. Then you can hear yourself, too. Lauren Civils joins us up here in the press box. And congratulations first on a tremendous game.
Thank you so much. It was definitely a team effort. I'm proud of everybody on the field. We look great.
Look, without a doubt, and you win against a pretty solid team. Got 2 more solid ones out here, but we knew when we saw this on the schedule, it was that time. When you bring Bryan, Arkansas in, you bring Bentonville in, of course, West Monroe and you guys, this is the type of softball you want to play.
Oh, definitely. This is always one of my favorite tournaments because, you know, playing good teams that also are state champions, it's kind of crazy because you get to see, like, what kind of levels we're at. And these are some people that are going to be playing in high levels of college. So it's like you get to play the best of the best.
Burford down on strikes there, and we'll get the lineups for you in just a moment. Speaking of down on strikes, Kenzie Anderson in the circle doing what she does once again.
Oh, definitely. She's one of the best there is, to be honest. And, you know, not only is she a great athlete, but, you know, she's a great person.
Indeed, she is. And look, the crazy thing about it, when she was leaving out of here, and we talked to her, all she could do is that ball is ground over to third base, going to be gathered across the diamond. It goes, and in time. And you can appreciate a third base play as much as anybody.
Oh, yeah, my favorite. I love helping out my pitcher.
So when we talked to Kenzie about it, all she could talk about was the 2 strikeouts that she had, that when she had struck out, not to mention the 12 that she had in the circle, but that she did. This is Darby Burnett that is in the circle as we're looking at, and she has been dominant to start things off. But we'll jump around a little bit. Swung on and missed. Good hack at it from Ava West, the another one of those Georgia commits.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this West Monroe team, y'all know them very well. Up along this I-20 corridor, you play teams like that all the time. What do you see out of that West Monroe team that they bring in tonight?
Honestly, they got, of course, Ava West up here. She's a very strong power hitter. Not only that, but she's also a great catcher. She's one of those people that it's hard to pitch to because, you know, as soon as she gets a hold of it, it's gone. And not to mention her sister, Evie West, she's very strong in the circle. She's got great spin on her ball, also speed. She's one of those pitchers that's hard to hit off of.
Well, Burnett gets the strikeout there, and this is normally where we'd go to commercial, but we will keep it right here as we're visiting with Lauren Civils, the junior. You've just seen some big accolades come across. I think it was preseason All-America. Tell me a little bit about that.
You know, I play for D1V, the organization that Kenzie Anderson also plays for, and our coaches really train us to stay positive and work as hard as we can. And so, you know, them pushing me out there, especially with PGF in California and everything, you know, they're the main reason I got put on that list, just because they got me out there, they got me you know, looked at, and so, I mean, I can really thank them for it.
Well, that's awesome. So, you know, we've got our commitment to softball has gotten a lot bigger. We certainly have added some things that we do, and we're coming up with, our Dash for Fresh, and then we'll do that little all-star game that we have for the Rising Stars, we call that. And that's another one of the reasons that I wanted to have you on here, too. This is the first ever on-air one of these that we have done, but we'd like to extend an official invitation for you to come in and be a part of our all-star game on that, too.
Wow, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
The work that you've done throughout, but this year as well, and certainly one of the top players in the nation, but without a doubt, one of the top players here in Louisiana. And it's a game full of freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. You are 9th invitation. We like to do our invitations in person and kind of had you on the radar for the last few weeks without a doubt. But we've got a card, and I was looking around for it somewhere on here. We'll get a picture with you before that's over with, or sometime over the next couple of weeks. We'll do that, but we'll get something posted. But we want to extend an invitation to you for that.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
There you go. Lauren Civils joins us. So now you have to talk about the game, though. That's the other big thing that you do. Look, I'll let you in on a secret, too. This camera's high enough, everybody ducks when they come by, and you can't see on there anyway.
Oh, well, so, I fell victim to that.
But I know, but I don't want to say anything about it. So you see Evie in the circle on here, too, and everybody in Louisiana knows the work that she does on it. Tell us about facing a pitcher like Evie West.
You know, I remember playing them last year against Sterlington, our only loss, so I hate to say that, but you know, I remember going up against her, and I just had to really focus low because she's one of those people that her rise ball gets you. I mean, the spin on her ball is, like, excellent. So I just had to remember to kind of stay short to the ball, you know, stay through it, which, I mean, you can ask Carly Giles. She started that game off with a home run. So if she knows, she knows better than anybody. But Evie's just a very dominant pitcher. Like, that pitch right there, I mean, you can just see the spin on it. I mean, even though it was a ball, but, I mean, she's a great pitcher.
Wynn draws the leadoff walk on there, too, and that'll bring Wyman to the plate. The flex is Wynn, Nguyen, the leadoff hitter for this Bentonville team. And if I'm not mistaken, Bentonville and Bryant battled for the state title in Arkansas last year. Is that right?
I believe Bryant, oh, yeah, I think they lost out in the semis, actually.
Well, it just makes my story not as good on there anyway. But, no, two very, very solid teams without a doubt. And well, this is just kudos to Coach Tiff for putting something like this together because, you know, it's been there a long time in the making.
Yeah, that's one of the things we talked about in our after games or talk. It was just about, like, we could be over here playing, like, teams a little bit lower than us, but we put together tournaments like this to get better because also we have people like to say that we play easy teams, but this just proves that we're playing some of the best teams in Louisiana and Arkansas, and we're able to win.
Back-to-back base runners there, Wyman there. And I don't know if anybody has seen your schedule if they say that you just play nobody. That big trip you had, and we saw you post some things on it. Y'all were in Texas, what was that, a weekend ago, against a very, very tough Bullard team.
Yes, very tough. I think they held us, it was 3-1, and it ended up being.
Yep.
But, you know, they had a great pitcher as well. She was one of those people that had a lot of spin on the ball, so we had a lot of pop-ups. But we also have people make adjustments and just get us not home runs, but line drives, you know, singles, things that would get us on base.
Tell me a little bit about Reese Walker. That ground ball over. Handled it first. There's the out. But good piece of hitting by Lawrence as she gets there, and that'll be the first out on there. But, again, second time, I talked to her after the game, and I said, look, it seems like when we come here, you have good games because she was our player of the game a year ago when we were up here, and then homers to get things going today.
Reese is one of those players that she's very scrappy, whether it's hitting a home run, a triple, getting a bunt down. Like I remember a few weekends ago we played Sam Houston. It was kind of like a tied ball game. Like it was getting a little rocky, and next thing we know she comes up and hits a double or a triple. I can't remember exactly, but she's one of those people that gets things started, especially when we're having a tough time. And for her to be 9-hole, that kind of shows you we got a stacked lineup.
First run comes across. That is on a wild pitch. Will bounce up and make its way in there, and that is the first run. So we made a comment. You talk about the small ball. We made a comment about that, and I'm gonna switch these around real quick because if folks at home will get after me if I don't do that. Let's take this because Bentonville is the home team in this. And nothing like live TV, so just bear with me. We're visiting with Lauren Civils, the third baseman. And tell me a little bit, this seemed to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that championship game that you guys played against Darbona, maybe it was it was a game that was scoreless about the third or fourth inning, and you guys go small ball, and that really opened things up. It didn't really bust things wide open today, but it put a pressure on that got those couple extra runs, and that being able to bang the ball works, but being able to execute small ball is huge.
That's one of the things we work a lot at practice, believe it or not. Coach Tiff will have us out there for an hour working on bunting, just getting stuff down, you know, because just as much as home runs help, bunts, you know, steals, walks, all the small things help too. And that's, like you said, what helped us get the win against Starbone Woods, also a very good team.
Look, and we saw conversely in that game. And again, don't get me wrong. When that 70-mile-an-hour fastball is coming at you, it's difficult to get the bunt down in the first place. But you guys were able to execute it, and Bryant was not in that game, and that led to a little bit of the difference.
Yeah, that's one of the things that you just got to be mentally strong as well to know that, just get it down, put some pressure on them, and I think that we executed that very well today.
One last question for you, too, just on that game a prior ago, and we'll fully jump into this one. How about the play at first base going over into the dugout?
Ooh, I think I honestly started jumping up and down when that happened. That was Amelia Bain. And when I tell you, one of the best first basemen in Louisiana, the way she just is able to scoop up balls and save us a lot of the time is actually, she is incredible. And that's one of her many great plays.
Look, you leave it to a third baseman to brag on the scoopability of their first baseman, too. That's just that's like a running back talking about their offensive line.
Oh, yeah. She's just, Not only is that, she brings so much energy to the team. She's one of those players that if you're down, she'll bring you right back up.
Well, indeed, you guys have done that in a big win, and you've got a big day for you tomorrow. You'll play this Bentonville team at 11, I think, 11:30?
Yes, 11. And
then you'll turn around and play West Monroe in the afternoon. So anybody that says that's down in the dirt, but that is strikeout. So Evie able to get out of it. A couple of runs do come across on there, but it's tough. Boy, you get down there and you've got a pitcher like they have that is in the circle that we saw very dominant in there. You get 2 or 3 run lead, you got to feel comfortable with it. I know y'all do. You get 3 runs up, you're confident that Kenzie's going to shut it down.
Yeah, Kenzie's also very mentally strong. So whether we are down or we are up, she stays mentally sound. She's one of those people that can just keep on pushing no matter what the score is. So, I mean, it helps to be up, but
you're absolutely right. So once this season is over with and not push things, you guys will get back out there as you did in that junior or in your sophomore to junior season. You played a lot of summer ball.
Yes, we did. And I honestly think I faced a D1 Power 4 pitcher almost every time I stepped up to the bat.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and more of that to come without a doubt. Our game, of course, faces the best of the best. There'll be a lot of it. Players, Malloy Miles already committed in that too, and you know what she can do with it, and just a number. There's so many great pitchers around the state of Louisiana.
Definitely, and I think we need to get more recognition for that, especially up north.
Yeah.
I think we have a lot of good pitchers down here, but I love going down south. I like to be able to see what other pitching we have down there, and of course, it's fun. It's good.
Well, we're doing what we can to get you guys some recognition, no doubt about it. This is that young lady that we talked about that is the pitcher for there.
Yeah, if I am correct, I remember facing her last year. She's also, like I mentioned with Evie, one of those players that has great spin on her ball. You have to really focus on being short to the ball.
This is Darby Burnett, came in and was just brilliant in that first inning. She faces the side and struck out 2 of them. And as a hitter, as a fielder, when your pitcher comes out and strikes out 2 or 3 players in the first inning, man, that's just such a boost.
It honestly feels like, you got that confidence.
Right.
I love it.
Top of the second, we play 2-0 the lead here, and we'll get this adjusted back for you. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, swung on and missed. Another Sabine State Bank. Oh, they had it wrong on there then. So now, look, we're calling her out beforehand, and that's what I get for looking at the scoreboard. So now what is a night before a big day like this? You've already got a big game in the books. What does it look like for you tonight? Just hang out?
Honestly, yeah, go home, eat a good meal, get in bed early, get mentally ready. I like to do a little prayer before I go to bed, just asking God, be with us. We don't need a home run. We just need to get some hits and, of course, give the glory all to him.
There you go. Speaking of hits, there's good play out in center field. There's a grab out in center field. That play is made by Bentonville's. Let me jump over there because we didn't get a lineup on them. but it is, boy, I'm going to mess this up. Gianeski, Marissa Gianeski in center field comes up with that. All right, so game day. What is a ritual that you have? Is there anything that you do? Maybe Fruit Loops, maybe Cheerios, eggs. What's the day look like?
Honestly, this is gonna sound really bad because I'm an athlete, but I have a Dr. Pepper addiction. So something I always do is go and get a Dr. Pepper. That's always what I've done. I think it gives me a little bit of kick of energy. So
Look, I drink Mountain Dew when I get home from the road at night, so I should be home around midnight tonight, and I'll have a couple of Mountain Dews while I'm sitting up and doing all of these recaps that we do. And yeah, and it drives my wife crazy that because I'll generally go to sleep and leave them out, and that's when I get in the most trouble. But 2 balls and no strikes here. Burnett having herself a good one already. 3 strikeouts on the afternoon. That one is hammered way back. You got to be kidding me. That's over the roof. And that hit something back there. Big time shot. My goodness. And that Evie West just continues to do business. She is a phenom and just a sophomore. Is that right?
I believe that is correct.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, Evie put a charge into that one. And that is quickly an answer for you. Leadoff shot that gets out of here in a hurry. And that will put West Monroe on the board 2-1. And I'm telling you, my goodness.
She's also another great hitter. As much as she's a great pitcher, especially this year, she's had a great start to the year.
Yeah, she definitely has. We'll see what Burnett is able to do. That one fouled up top and off of her. And that's the one that's difficult when it comes up and hits you again.
Mm-hmm. I think as a player, it hurts our pride more than it hurts us.
I can see where that would happen. This is Madison Chisholm that stands in there. This West Monroe team started off a little slow, but I'm telling you, they have that one gets her on the ankle, and boy, that hurts. So Dr. Pepper, huh? That's the secret.
That is the secret.
How was it that Dr. Pepper, did you get hooked on that?
Honestly, I can't remember, to be honest. I just, we always had it at the house, and so, that was my go-to drink, and I think ever since I've stuck to it.
Diet Dr. Pepper or Diet Pepper Zero or sugar-free? No, it's just pure old Dr. Pepper.
Just straight Dr. Pepper.
All right, now I got it. I understand it. Look, your career there is, and there goes your buddy Carly that's walking through. We may get her on and visit with her as well.
Yeah.
She is, just a difference maker on y'all's team. Out of the leadoff spot, she has done so well.
Mm-hmm. She's also, of course, committed to UCF. That's got to mean something.
Yeah, it don't stink. That's for sure.
She's, I've always loved how consistent she is. She's one of those players that every time she goes in the box, you just feel that confidence radiating off of her. She's so sound.
So what's after? I know you've still got your senior year and all that. What's things looking like for you?
Honestly, I'm just kind of playing right now, seeing what colleges are looking at me. I'm just letting things happen the way it needs to happen. Of course, it's on God's time, not my time.
That's right.
I'm just going, playing, having fun.
Look, that's the one thing that we have noticed about you because we've seen you. We followed the summer circuit a lot this year as well. What you just did, you didn't seem like you would let things get you down. Good stretches or bad stretches, you didn't change a lot.
Yeah, that's definitely something I've worked over the years. Like, of course, coming into Calvary, I came 8th grade year, and coming from being the best to also playing with other people that are just as good as me, I had to learn that, like, if you're not performing, you got to help the team somehow. So I've kind of worked on the mental game, of course, as anybody would. And I think I've done a good job about being able to stay up and positive for my pitcher, especially if it's not going well.
There's another stolen base. Boy, stealing second and third along the way after being hit by the pitch. So showing no ill signs on that ankle at all. Well, Lauren Civils joining us on here, too, after playing that game. Have a big one. Now, when you go home, You got to cook dinner for yourself. Is it there? Mom's got it. What's the drill like there?
Honestly, I'm feeling pizza tonight. I think I may get her to order some.
So all these things you read about how these athletes have this healthy I'm not sensing a lot of that.
I'm definitely working on it. It's definitely something that I have a little flaw at right now, but I've definitely started eating better, whether it's like putting together a nice salad, like just cooking some chicken, like getting good stuff in, but every now and then I have to have a cheat day.
Look, I am
Speaking of healthy diets.
Is that a diet of brownies that you've got, Carly? It's right here. Hold on, we'll get that. No, you can't hide from. Let's follow along at what's going on there. Goodness gracious. Boy, you can't beat fun at the old ball game, can you? Those folks from Bentonville and West Monroe are like, what the crud? Who cares about the brownies? We're just having a good time out here. Full count it goes. 3 balls and 2 strikes here, 1 down. That home run from Evie West that I don't think has landed yet.
No, that thing was gone.
You've seen some hit. Now, there's a hill that's right over here by y'all's sign. You've seen that. What's the furthest one you think you've seen hit out of here?
Honestly, I think when it went over the building, and of course Coach Tiff's husband, Stephen Wood, he's a cop. He always parks like up on the very top close to where the players park at. I saw it go over that too.
Oh, geez. Yeah, and hopefully it was somebody in green that hit that.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. What's the furthest one here you think you've hit?
I'm not gonna lie, I was the person that hit it.
Okay, well then that's why it was a little easier for you to see then, wasn't it?
Nah, but I think I go toe and toe with Baylor Ballhouse on that one. We're constantly, it's so fun. She'll hit one, I'll hit one. It's like we're always battling, but we always make fun out of it.
Well, it's when you can have that playfulness and that looseness on it, that's what has led to 5 straight state championships, and I thank goodness you've been a part of 4 of those. So you'll be going for your 5th while the team's going for their 6th. You got to run out of hands. What do you do now if you get it this year? You got to go to the other hand.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I like looking down at my hand and seeing all those rings.
That's right. It's definitely a good problem to have. Runners at 2nd and 3rd as that one drops in there for a strike, and it'll be 0-2. 1 down here. West Monroe trying to battle back as a team that they are. Again, dropped a couple of early games, but have been on fire of late. And, of course, again, we talked about it. You know the way that they play. You guys see each other a lot. That ground ball is over to third base. They'll try to cut the run off at home and get a rundown going on there. Opportunity for the runners to move up some. They'll slide back in safely, and now everybody's going to be safe. My goodness, that's just a great piece of running over there. What's going on in your mind during something like that?
Honestly, it's one of those things that it kind of puts pressure on the defense because now you got to remember, like, you got to block this ball up or you got someone scoring. But I think, if anything, it puts more pressure on the pitcher because now they got to think like they're got to throw strikes. But as a batter, I see it as an opportunity. Whether I'm hitting a sac fly or a ground ball, someone's going somewhere.
That's what you want to do. Just put a ball in play. That one misses off. Bases loaded there. But, of course, they tell you want to run them back to the base they came from. Don't chase them towards the next base, which in this particular case was home.
Yes.
You don't want to do that. But Team 22 firing on all cylinders this year. You ladies have really done it. What's the motto this year?
The motto is honor the process. Honor
the process. I think Coach Greg told me that.
Yes. Don't worry, he engraves it in our head.
Look, he's such a great one. Oh, we did send a shout out, and we'll do it again, to JC Sledge. She is injured and will be back, we think, in about 3 weeks, maybe?
3 weeks.
So looking forward to having her back. Hated to see her. Had a couple of home runs. Off to a good start this year as well.
Yes, she's also been very consistent when going up to bat. Like, there's been multiple times where she's gotten, like, singles that we needed to move runners, starting the inning off with a double. She's been very consistent, and I appreciate her doing that, having her in the lineup.
Boy, there is a bases-loaded walk, and after the phenomenal inning that Darby had to start things off, she's given up the home run and now a bases-loaded walk, and that ties things up. So this top of the second inning has been one that has favored West Monroe in it. Of course, that monster shot from Evie West got things going, and I think that may have rattled Burnett a little bit.
Not
that one way back. That's a shot coming back on the deck. The arc won't hold that one. That is a grand slam home run.
Wow.
And 2-0, you come into the inning. You're sitting at 6-2 right now. And goodness, and those folks over there, they may have been hitting it towards the Brownies. That could very well have been it.
Oh, I would be jealous if I'm out there playing. I see someone eating brownies. It's gonna make me want one.
Lead off hitting Parker Burford just flat crushed it over there, and man, you turn around and now, so you go into it, you're down, you're Evie West, you're down 2-0 coming in. You get the home run to get things going, the big inning. Now you're staked to a 6-2 lead with Evie in the circle. I think you got a little confidence going on.
Oh, definitely, and especially playing this team specifically, you know, you're feeling pretty confident. You're feeling good.
Burford now 1 for 2, 4 RBI and a run scored, the first baseman. And goodness gracious, that one didn't travel as far as the first one did from Evie, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
No.
It flew out of here, and let's get that scoreboard updated before the folks all over the internet start fussing at me. There it is, 6-2, and I'll preface this by saying that our scoreboard has nothing to do with the outcome of this game. 1 ball and 1 strike here, 1 down, and I mean 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first for Darby, and now, I mean, it has been, Burnett has just not been able. She's got 1 out here, but this West Monroe lineup is just flat crushing it.
Especially with Brian West coaching them. He's a great coach. He's one of those ones that's had a high-level experience. So to bring that down here to these girls and then apply it to the game.
Yeah. And he expects so much out of these young ladies, and that's the thing. They respond so well to it.
Yeah, especially from what he knows, the way they're able to, like I said, apply it to the game.
Right.
Also, he has a lot of good mental tips, so he also helps a lot on that part. So I think they're doing a very good job.
Swung on and missed there, and down on strikes is Massey, and that will bring up Ava West. Ava, another one of those Georgia commits where Kenzie's going. Well, they're dipping into Louisiana and getting some talent over there in Georgia.
It's about time.
That's right. You're exactly right. This state is rich and fertile with softball talent, and man, that's a couple of good ones that are going over there. They got the young lady that goes to Alexandria Senior High that is going over there as well.
Yes.
So this is Bulldog country.
This is. I remember talking to a college coach one day, and they were saying, because I told him I was from Louisiana, and he was like, y'all got a lot of talent down there for someone that don't get a lot of recognition. I said, I'm glad someone notices.
Well, we're going to change that. We're going to make sure of that. We'll have a lot of coaches out at our game that we do at Louisiana Christian.
Yes, and we appreciate that so much. Thank you for what y'all do.
Oh, heck, there's a look. So this is my office. I get to be outside. I'm going to eventually get a brownie if she hasn't eaten all of them. That's the only thing, if there's any left.
There should be some left.
Look, and now I went in there and had one of those, what is that, a Dilla?
Oh, yes.
I guess is what it was. That was really good.
Yes, we're so spoiled. We got that for lunch today.
Yeah. That one lifted foul back and out of play towards the baseball field. Baseball team not here tonight. Where are they?
They are playing, I want to say they're playing Halton again.
Okay.
They played them last night. We had a 3-2 victory.
There you go. Well, again, we appreciate you taking a couple of innings to spend with us. I'm going to, and you can't let the cat out of the bag, but we're about to extend our second invitation as well when we get Carly on the mic as well.
Yes.
So yeah, so she doesn't have any clue about that at all. So we're going to bring her over here and get her on the mic, and you'll be the first team that we have had 2 invitations from.
Yes, sir.
So That one down low and on strikes. Lauren Civil's joining us on here. We appreciate you stopping by, and looking forward to a big day out of you guys tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I'll get the paperwork, and we'll get everything over and get all you need for the game.
Yes, sir. All right.
There you have it. Lauren Civil's joining us here. And now we'll get the Brownie Queen over here. Carly.
You're on the mic, bro.
Put the brownies down. No. Back here we go, getting ready for the bottom of the second, and we'll jump in. Got Carly Guile on here with us too, and you're not in the leadoff role this time. You came on second on here. Does that confuse you any?
I'll love it either way.
You love it either way. There you go. Congratulations on a big win, 3-0 over Bryant, Arkansas.
Thank you.
That was a good one. Now, tell me about this West Monroe. The way they came out and just pounded it there in the second.
So I actually play with the pitcher and the shortstop on my travel ball team. So those are two really good players.
Evie and
Ava West.
Yeah.
Yes. Evie's a really great pitcher. She started pitching over a little bit over a year ago, so she's come a long way for starting so late. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Most of the time you hear about players that have done that their entire lives.
I know.
That one, a good-looking pitch in there. And look, the way she hit that ball, my goodness. I had parked back there to stay out of the way, and that ball was up there. So there you go. Great performance there. That one is lifted high. It is back, and it is on the porch right here near where we're at. And speak about home runs. And look, after a pitcher's duel, softballs are flying out of here. And we've not been in danger as that plane comes in for a landing. There, 6-3 now. The home run off of West, and we'll clear this off. So we visited with Lauren on there, and she gave us some good insight on you and just and the play. So tell me a little bit about Lauren, the things that she won't tell us about herself.
Oh, Lauren's a great player. She's definitely a mindset way been a lot more up in the dugout.
Right.
Like even if she hasn't had her best games, I've really known a difference of her being able to stay up and cheer on her teammates. She's definitely a threat when she comes up to the plate every time, too.
We surprised her with an invitation to our Pelican State Rising Stars All-Star softball game while she was on the mic. We extended that invitation to her.
So great.
So she'll be one of those players. And I let her in on a secret as well, that she wasn't the only invite that we were going to have today. And so with you on the mic, Carly Guile, we would extend an invitation to you as well to be a part of our end-of-the-year Rising Star softball game.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. You have earned it. You fit into that leadoff role and do a lot of great things. We talked to Coach Tiff earlier about it, and she certainly echoed our sentiments as well. But it will be May 26th and 27th at Louisiana Christian University. That's the Tuesday and Wednesday afterwards. Now, the only bad news to this is y'all can't be on the same team. That's the one rule. If you get two from one team, you're on separate teams. So, yeah. So
I think we can handle it, though.
I think you can handle it. Yeah, well, of course, all summer y'all do that because I think Lauren plays on a different – I don't think y'all play on the same. So that's kind of normal for y'all, isn't it, to play on different teams?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's going to bring up a big question I'm going to ask you about, and we're going to get let me get this count right before all the folks at home are fussing. 3 balls and 2 strikes here as we visit with Carly Guile, our second invite of the day, and that brings our total to 10 that are joining us for there, and we'll get a picture with you and I do have a certificate for you, and so that night everybody will come in. We'll have a banquet that evening, and it's just going to be a great time on there too. But I forgot where I was going. No. So here's what I want to ask you. And you've grown up playing the travel ball side of it. You play club ball as much as anybody does. I'm seeing a growing trend of travel ball players that are posting more about their club ball than they are about their school ball. And, you know, even in their Twitter bios, it's the summer school, and it's not – I mean, it's the travel school, and it's not their high school. And I just want to get your thoughts on that.
I think it's just easier for coaches to know more about college coaches to know
Right.
more about the travel ball teams than they do the school ball teams. So if you post about a travel ball team you played and the coaches know about it and you do good against them, then wow, hey, that girl played really good against a really great organization.
I guess that's the first time that I've heard it that way, but I do understand that point of view. When you have your X page, your Twitter page, I'm showing you my age. There's another line drive. Boy, these two teams are just pounding the stinking softball. Overrun at second base, but going to get back in there, and that'll put runners at first and second now. So thought she was coming to say hi to me, and it was you the whole time. There you go. So I got in trouble earlier because I had my blue shirt on and y'all were playing Bryant, and I got
No green?
no green. I didn't.
Dang it.
Look,
We'll have to get you one.
I know. I do have my hat that's out in the car, but I didn't want to mess it up. We've added our collection. See, I did get a Hornets hat there. I don't know if you saw that one or not. That's our first Arkansas hat.
Nice.
So,
You like the Calvary one better still?
Absolutely. 1,000. Are you kidding me? Yes. Yes, I do. Absolutely, I do. So anyway, but yes, so we'll have a home run derby. They'll pick 2 players from each team at the All-Star game. And you'll go, the 2 players from each team. There's 4 teams, 15 girls on each team. And so there'll be 9 competitors in it. This was started up by Quitman's Maggie Guyot, and she will compete against all 8. It's one versus one. Y'all don't get to gang up on her and do that. But we're delighted to have you on board with it, and we'll make that post. It's the Tuesday and Wednesday after Memorial Day, so May 26th and 27th. After you guys get back from Frash, from winning the 6th, you'll be able to come out there and vie for a very coveted Pelican. I need to come up with a shorter name for it. Pelican State Rising Stars All-Star Softball Games. There you go. Easy enough. All right, let's look at leadoff hitter mindset. Tell me about what's going on in your mind when you're leading things off.
I mean, my job's to get on base,
Right.
so any way I can. But I think I'm definitely more of a hitter that likes to hit a first pitch strike, so I don't like the pitcher to get ahead on me, which sometimes can be a weakness.
So you started the game. You went first pitch fishing on that one and popped it up, too. That one is driven way back, off the roof. It bounces around and lands out in a parking lot, and the hits just keep on coming. Next one, I'm going to let you call the home run call. How's that?
Okay, I'm excited.
All right. That is 2 home runs in each half of the innings. So 2-0 first inning, 6 in the top of the second, 4 in the bottom of the second. We're not at 6. My goodness. And we rolled along in that ball game that you guys played. My goodness. 12 runs, and we're just in the second inning.
It's pretty crazy. Both teams are responding well, though.
But you hear, so that's an interesting point, though, Carly. Pitchers, I mean, they're very good. Evie is solid in the circle, you know that. And Burnett, we saw her, what she does there. These hitters have just come to hit.
Yeah.
You play them both tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
What are you thinking now when you're seeing this?
I mean, hopefully they start both these pitchers.
I meant with your pitching and defense. Keep it. Oh, you're freaking incredible. That's just great. Hope they start both these pitchers. I'm talking about what do you do to keep these offenses in check? That's what I mean.
Kinsey has a great mindset, and then our defense, I mean, we're always ready. Kinsey has a lot of strikeouts, but I think she also has a great defense behind her. So I think even if she does give up a home run, it's not the end of the world, knowing that and just keeping on.
Look, the play over here at first base from Abby Bain, or Amelia Bain. I'm sorry
Yes.
about that. Don't let me mess that up. Sims is Abby, right?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Those are 2 new ones this year that I didn't have, so I'm getting there. But the play she makes over there going into the dugout to make that play, that's just got to give you guys a spark.
That's definitely a momentum killer for the other team.
Yeah. And because that, I think you had runners at first and second after y'all had just pushed across a couple, and that gave Bryant an opportunity maybe to get back in the thing.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely adds more pressure, but Kinsey, she's proven all year long and years past that that's when she does best.
Well, indeed. Look, and we talked to her about that curveball that she threw and got the strikeout. That one's coming out here. Going to be caught in center field. Play will be made there, and these are some hard hit balls off of there. Goodness gracious. Softball season is certainly heating up. What I hate is that it's just so short. It seems like 57 days of softball season is all that there is. But that makes you guys ground ball over to shortstop across the diamond. It goes to first for the out, and that's 2 quick outs after the 4 runs that were put up. But it gives y'all the opportunity to play a lot of games like this in a short amount of time, because I think you can play 30-something games in those times.
Yes, sir. I think our limit is 36, but that's not including your playoffs.
Right. Right, and of course the ultimate goal is to put together about 4 wins in the playoffs too, talking about your regional quarters and then the dash for Frash that goes on. Boy, that's such a special place, and you don't know anything but Frash Park. I mean,
no.
y'all have been down there. You're going for number 6 this year in a row?
Yes.
Unbelievable. Hard hit ball down the line, and that is fair. It's going to go into the corner, rolling around, stumbling across first base, and so that's going to be held to a single. But just a tremendous, tremendous piece of hitting. Looking at her, making sure she's all right. She'll go in and get a courtesy runner pretty quick and come out of there. But I don't know that Evie's been hit as hard as she's been hit today, and that just is a testament to this Bentonville team.
Bentonville's definitely a competitor, no matter who they're facing.
What is it? You've played a lot of big teams with superstars and all-stars all around in the travel that you do. Going up against a team like Bentonville, I think y'all play them probably every year early on,
We do,
don't
yes,
you?
sir.
So,
every year I've been here, I've played them.
Right. So how do you get up for those type of games like that?
Well, last year was the first year we've actually beat them. So you come into this game and they have a target on their back
There's
for
a
us.
target on us. No, but it's going to stay in there. And so get out of there. Good work out in center field to go glove those. We'll keep it here through the break. Carly, just wanted to bring you on because we wanted to do this in person and there and invite you to play in our All-Star games. You are exactly what we're looking for in that game and looking forward to having you and be a part of it.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Carly Gile joins us here. That'll wrap it up. Thank you very much. And thank you for the brownies, too.
You're welcome.
There you go. We'll be back right after this. We're back in the top of the third. This thing is knotted at 6. No runs for West Monroe in the first 6 in the top of the second. And you look around at Bentonville. They had 2 in the first and 4 in the second. So what a slugfest this has been early on. And 2 very, very good pitchers. That one lifted over into left or right, gathered in there. We're backwards sitting out here in center field where we're at. And quickly 1 up and 1 down. And that's what you want to come back if you're Burnett, come back in and get that out of it. So Burnett 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the third, and that Evie that comes to bat. Costello had flied out. Evie started things off with that big monster home run over the building out here. Burnett looks inside to West. Evie readies herself, takes that one down low, and that's probably not a bad idea, is to keep it low to Evie. And again, congratulations out to Carly Guile and Lauren Sivils, who will join us in the All-Star game in May. That one off the zone and staying completely away from Evie West, and you got to believe 3-0, you won't see that grooved fastball by any means. .30 count from Burnett to West. Evie readies herself. Does take the fastball down the pipe. That'll be 3 balls and a strike as we're nearing that 7 o'clock hour here. Not as many folks out on the deck with us, the veranda, if you will. Of course, Calvary back at it in the morning. Evie swung on and did not want to walk. And that's when she had taken a couple of those already, but you could tell she wanted to get after one of them. We'll see if Burnett, what she's able to do with it here. Rocks back, delivers this one. It's swung on and missed and down on strikes. And West chases a couple of them down and out of the zone. And that'll be out number 2. Burnett now her 5th strikeout. 2 2/3, 2 hits, 6 earned runs. And you can tell that we have sprung forward as it is 7 o'clock and it's still bright out here. May have to take down our umbrella in a second. Well, not quite yet. Still casting a pretty good shadow. That one up and out of the zone for ball 1. Chisholm bats here. No official at bat. She reached on an error back in the 2nd inning. And the lights have now made it on. Again, between innings, we'll take that umbrella down that you guys don't know anything about, so I don't know why explaining it to you guys. It's like, look, just talk about the game, Doug. Okay, I will. Burnett rocks back and delivers this one. Ground ball back to Darby. She'll fire over to first, and that will do it. And so after a 4-run inning, those bats from Bentonville will make their way back up. They had 2 in the first, 4 in the second. We'll see what they're able to do here, bottom of the 3rd, when we come back.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the Lala Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house,
back here. It certainly helps even more when I get the screen on for you guys. But that was pitcher to first base for the out. And Janeski will stride in ahead of Manis. Sun still fighting just a little bit from going down, but it has cooled off nicely out here. We play in the third. That ground ball is hit sharply to the fence. It's going to get in there for a double. Sliding in safely is Janeski. And hope that I'm saying that correctly. One out double puts a runner in scoring position. And that'll be Manis that climbs in. She is 0 for 1. Correction, she is 0 for 0 on the day. She reached via the base on balls, fouls that one back off, and evens things up at a ball and a strike. That one misses out of the zone. We'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. West with a runner on second base. Now has run the count full here. That one fouled back, and Manis doing a good job of staying alive here in this at-bat. Carlton would be next, who's 1 for 1 and scored in front of that Malone home run. And that is a walk. So runners at first and second now. And this is where it started going bad last inning. This Bentonville team just continues to put quality at bats together and drawing walks and big home runs, and my goodness. So Malone and Janeski have home runs on the day. Janeski 2 for 2 with a run scored and RBI. That was on her home run. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. Atlanta Carlton That's a line shot right out here to where we're at. Nearly caught. One run is going to come around. He'll get the ball in, and that is a 2-run double. And the hits just keep on coming for Bentonville. Eight to 6 now. Bentonville leads this one. Again, another base hit. Will get down and a play at the plate. Not in time. Yeah, they got her. Beautiful looking throw in. Just a cannon. Good relay, and that will do it. second out after a base hit, and that's the kind of thing that'll spark you and get you going. Good relay in. That one fouled back. So with that play, there are 2 outs now. That stays 8-6, and you got to love the fact that Bentonville was getting aggressive on it. Ground ball over there, foul. That one lifted high, going to stay on the infield. Calling everybody off is Evie West, and she'll have it. And that will retire the side. Not before a couple of runs come across. Bentonville leads at 8-6, but a good throw out at home ends the inning. Well, the second out, and that will do it. So anyway, we go to the top of the 4th. 8-6, Bentonville leads it when we come back.
It helps you build a life.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations.
Back we go here, getting ready for things in the top of the 4th. 6-run second inning for West Monroe, and that's their only inning that they have scored. We'll see what they're able to do here. First one from Burnett is in there for strike 1, and boy, after that, in the first inning, she gives up nothing. The third, she comes back and does nothing, and now she started off with a strike here in the first batter. Misses off the plate there. And that'll even things up at a ball and a strike. This is Sullivan that stands in. Addie Sullivan takes that one outside. 2 balls and a strike. There you get a good look inside. Burnett rocks back, ready to get this thing going. Kind of cocks that arm like she's getting ready to fire it in there. Does, but misses inside and low, and that's 3 balls and a strike. That one in there, and able to fill the count up is Burnett. Leadoff hitter here, if you're Sullivan, you got to find a way to get on base. Sullivan, Massey And Sullivan is down on strikes there. That is strikeout number 6. Sabine State Bank, strikeout number 6, and out number 1 here in the 4th. Boy, it was just that one inning so far that Burnett had that was bad. But those bats bailed her out of that. It was 2-0, then 6-2, but the bats just came alive from Bentonville. Off the plate, it goes and misses in. Sun starting to make its way down here in that Shreveport sky, northwest portion of Louisiana. That one popped up. Second base will come in and gather that in. And it's quickly 2 up and 2 down. See that Calvary Lady Cavs sign back there, the press box and concession stand area. Gives you a good little tour of where we're at here. That one, good looking fastball. And we've seen Burnett more often than not has been able to get that first strike across. Ground ball over to third is gathered in across the diamond they go, and in time, and that will retire the side. 3 up and 3 down for Burnett. So short of that big second inning for them, she gave up 6 runs. Bentonville leads at 8-6 as we head to the bottom of the 4th right after this.
We've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticlub.com.
Quickly, a ground ball before we ever really got back in it. To let you know about it, Wyman leads off. She's now 2 for 3 on the day. Wyman, Lawrence, and Crisp due up here. And quickly run it first. Look, this Bentonville team, that's one if you want to see. That game with Calvary and Bentonville is coming up at 11:30 in the morning. That would miss us up and out of the zone, and 2 balls and no strikes. And, boy, you just cannot. There's never an easy look in this Bentonville lineup. That one is fouled back and out of play. And you heard Carly Gown tell us that last year was the first year that they were able to even beat Bentonville on there. And so should be a good one tomorrow morning. Kenzie Anderson will be back out there in the circle. You know it. That one lifted right out in front in right field, and they'll get it back in and Runners at first and second. Nobody down here. So Lauren's able to get that. And now 2 for 3 on the day, and they'll get a courtesy runner in for the catcher. That one bunted back to the catcher, but foul, and that's quickly 0-2. So West will try to do what she can to get out of this inning. Ground ball smacked between third and short, and that will put runners loaded on there. And boy, it goes from bad to worse there as the bases are now loaded, and it just continues to keep going. Near diving catch, but in foul territory. Nothing in one, the count here. Evie trying to pitch out of this, too. She needs a strikeout here. This is Mears, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Bella Mears. Fastball just off the plate. Evie fires this one in now, and that was just kind of a check swing back over to first, not in time, but the runner from first was off and going, and man, that could have been disastrous from Bentonville, but it is an out, and that's other than a strikeout, that's the best possible thing you could have hoped for if you are Evie West. And boy, things just get difficult there as Gianeski strides in, and all she's done is go 2 for 2 with a home run today and a double. She is flat killing it. 8-6 we play, bottom of the fourth. Gianeski up with them loaded. That one misses low. Nothing in 2, and certainly nowhere to put her. And don't know if you just staying away from her, but certainly nowhere to put her. But the damage that Gianeski has done today with her bat, there you get a good look in at Evie and Gianeski. Squares around, but I think that was more just to draw some chaos for her. And it's like we're skipping a little bit. Don't know why that's happening. We'll pull some stuff off. Thought she had the bases loaded there and didn't get it. And will make her way back down. Ground ball over to first, but foul. Evie now trying to come all the way back. Misses ball 4, and Gianeski is going to have another RBI. as that was a bases loaded walk. Thought that perhaps Evie had the opportunity to come all the way back, and that one did not. And now 9 runs up for Bentonville, 9-6. And that will bring Manis, who is no official at bats on the day, has walked twice and has scored 2 runs. So she's doing a job getting on base. Evie just getting ready here. 9-6. Bentonville leads this one. And that one is ground off towards third base. Hammered there, caught it short over to third, and that will do it. And so a couple of line drive outs ends this one in what could have been a disastrous inning for West Monroe, but able to just hold it to 1 run, and that is a huge, huge win for the Lady Rebels. We move to the top of the 5th. West Monroe does lead it, does trail by 3. Pitching change for Bentonville. Dalen Osborne will step in. She'll take over for Darby Burnett, who gave up just the 6 runs in the 2nd. That Evie West home run, and then a few more came in there, and Osborne pumps in the first fastball for strike 1. Top of the 5th now for this ball game, and West Monroe needs to get things going back on. This is Burford that strides in. Burford lifts that one up and back over that press box area. Get a good look up there at the senior class that is there, and there you have it. 0-2, and that one sits just up and out of the strike zone. Certainly welcome all of our friends from Bentonville that are watching this one tonight. New to the channel, make sure you hit that follow button over there on YouTube if you're watching it. Just leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from tonight. That one out towards center field is going to be gathered in there. And that is first out of the inning. First one from Osborne in there for a strike. And look, Burnett did good work in that time that she was in there. Know that we will see a lot of her tomorrow as they play. They've got that game against Bryant at 9:30 in the morning, and then they'll play Calvary as well right after that. 0-2 from Osborne. Down on strikes, it's a Sabine State Bank strikeout, swing and a miss. And out number 2. And you can't be as good as they are without having another pitcher. And Osborne has come in and thrown the ball, I think, just as hard as Burnett did. These two are a potent 1-2 punch. Ground ball over to short. They'll go across the diamond to 1, and a 3-up, 3-down inning for Osborne, who'll come off there. And we'll be back to the bottom of the 5th. We'll see if EV West can hold Bentonville here and keep it close. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th when we come back. Ground ball thrown away, and that's going to make it safe. The turn was to the inside, so that should be an out, and it is. So a base hit and then an out on the overrun, and 1 up, 1 down. Good looking pitch there from Evie as it just comes across the strike zone and drops down in for strike 1, 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball over to second. They'll throw to first in time, and that'll be the second out of the inning. That's what you got to do if you are West Monroe. Just keep it close, continuing to battle there. Trying to backhand there and bobble around and won't have it, and that's going to be an error, we believe. Line score on Evie West, 4 2/3, 11 hits, 9 earned runs, 4 walks, just 1 strikeout. That was another base hit up the middle. That's the 12th hit, and the hits just keep coming for this Bentonville team. Ground ball over to third is there. Across the diamond they go, and that will retire the side. So Evie able to get in there and get out of it with no runs coming across. We go to the top of the 6th. It is 9-6. Bentonville leads this one when we come back.